Rosie Rose.
Hey guys and girls, welcome back to Reactions Will Entice, and let's catch up with Rosie after the Pearadise documentary has finally dropped and the dust is settling. And she was on it for a grand total of a minute and a half. Thanks to Charlie Gold for clocking it and giving us the receipts. We have seen exactly how long she was in it, and as we all expected, she had not much to add to the whole equation. She spoke about herself as usual, and she spoke a little bit about Zio and what happened, Zio disappearing, and that was it. So suffice to say, they probably cut out a lot of her nonsense because we know she talks a lot of word salad. So now, of course, she had to go to her IG stories and start to play cleanup because she kind of got pie in her face because she made a big deal about it and injected herself into a lot of commentary, a lot of TikTok lives, had a lot to say, and was literally in it for not even 2 whole minutes. But she centered herself and made herself the star because for a lot of us, she was the only one we knew in that documentary, and she wanted girl world attention, and she got it. And now she's embarrassed. So watch her justify, explain, kind of clean it up a little bit. We all know she's disappointed. Let's check it out.
Well, I just finished watching a docuseries with my boyfriend. I have a lot of thoughts just about the documentary, stories that were shared. It's kind of crazy seeing, Stefan directly say something on camera for the documentary that 100% contradicts something he said to my face last week. That was crazy. I first just want to say, I don't want to, go too in-depth about anything because I want you guys to watch it. I think everyone should watch it and form their own opinions. I wasn't super surprised by how much I was in the documentary because of what I was told. I guess I had hoped they would provide a little more context to some things that just ended up not going with the flow of the story. I'm gonna hold off because there's a lot of stuff I want to say, but I really appreciate that the stories of these victims were heard, and someone who was watching all this stuff go down in 2021 and onward, I'm just glad that this entire story is being talked about on a mainstream front. I hope all of you watch the documentary. I think it was very well made. I do have critiques, especially on how certain things were handled. Again, nothing has to do with me, right? But everything to do with just with the people who have passed and everything. I have some thoughts about that, but I want to hold off. And I also think everyone else involved should have their time to share their thoughts and react and everything. This has just been an insane couple of weeks, and I was so anxious and I was so just overwhelmed by the unknown that now I'm just sitting here kind of why was I freaking out so much? I don't even know. There's so much I want to talk about and say because yeah, but I hope you guys still watch it. It's a really important story that needs to be heard.